Yo, I'm only ask you this once. Give me my motherfucking hat.
Mm.
My uncle played dumb. He like, yo, he got this raspy voice. He kind of talk like this, man. You know,
Yeah.
man, I ain't got your hat, man. What you talking about? He said, look, then he broke him down to math. He like, look, it was three niggas in this room. Two left out. One was in here with one hat. He said, we come back in here, that hat is gone. No, he said, zero hats on this table. I know you got my hat, huh? My uncle steal your shit and he'll wear it.
Yeah.
Act like he ain't steal it. Like for real, I'm for real, man. He
Yeah.
been in jail so long, he institutionalized. Like he won't go to the store and buy cigarettes. This nigga will buy loose tobacco, and he'll rip out my grandma yellow pages and roll them. Real shit. I'm not making this shit up, dog. So, cuz upset now, right? Cuz like,
Mm.
yo, he's like, look, man, either you either give me this hat or we gonna have to step outside. And then that go into this whole fucking like this OG speech, like, man, you know I've been in the game so long, man. Like, I've been around killers and dealers. You know how long I've been locked up. I ain't scared of you young niggas, man. I've been locked up for 30 years. And then cuz go, and for 30 years you fuck dudes.
Oh shit.
Looked at him, was like, man, I ain't got your hat. Dog, in that moment, I knew that cuz was on or something. Cuz another man, I don't care what we talking about.
Right.
If you say that, if you give me some shit like that and say, yeah, I heard you fucked, I'm gonna acknowledge it.
Right. Yeah.
I'm
No,
at
we gotta
least
we gotta we
acknowledge
gotta
it.
dispel that right away
Like,
before we
nah,
move
man,
any
ain't
further.
gone, bro. That's not what I do. Not saying there's anything wrong. If
It's
we
not what
got
I do.
listeners out there,
Yeah.
if we got listeners out there, we not isolate nobody. If that's what you want to do, that's your booty hole. You do whatever
Right.
you want to do with your shit. That's not for me. So I would acknowledge it. Like, nah, nigga, I don't fuck. Bro, he completely ignored him, and I know he heard him. He went, what?
Yeah.
Look, I ain't got
Gotcha.
your hat.
God damn. Hey man, that's damn. I can't imagine having to live with that for a while though, bro. You gotta live with that. You gotta live with that. That's crazy.
We really digress from
Yeah,
fantasy.
yeah. Anybody still listening?
Yo, we're sorry.
I do
It's
apologize
no fantasy points for
for retrieving hats.
nah, for prison raid. There's no fantasy points for that. So
Yeah, we do apologize. Hey, but hey, you know this is how it goes. You start talking football, and football is so ingrained into everything else. It just leads you in a lot of different places, man. We like to take y'all there, and I'm glad you're doing on the ride with us.
yeah, the moral of that story is Ray Caruth is out, but don't pick him up off your waiver wire.
Yeah, please don't, please don't. If
Don't-
somebody offer you a trade with Ray Caruth, just decline it. Decline the trade. The same way you would decline a Dez Bryant trade, okay? Because niggas was out here trying to trade Dez Bryant a couple weeks ago too. All right,
Hey, he about to get picked up.
yo,
Nah, bro, he ain't about to
decline
get
the
picked up.
trade. Yeah, man. I hope y'all got a couple tips out there. Look out for your situation with Le'Veon and James Conner. That's gonna be kind of crazy. Watch closely. Doug Martin and Jalen Richard back there in Oakland. There's a lot of stuff going on. Blake Bortles is a go, but just stay away from Jaguars. What else we covered today? We got a couple other things. We covered Amari Cooper.
We covered a lot. We still got time to, because I know we got a couple of questions. Did you want to answer them?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me pull that up for you. Boom. Let me tell y'all one thing though. All y'all with your social medias, please check us out. Podcast brought to you by 52s and Smoke. So look that up on all of your Instagram, Twitters, all of that, and you'll find Fantasy Outsiders. But what's up with these names? I'm getting questions from some crazy, and I didn't get a question from this person, but let me tell you what their name was. I can't remember. It was like a dick in for you. I was like, what? Say what? Say what again? Say,
Yo, I like that name.
yo, I was a dickin' for you? I'm like, hold on. And then they had a sub, like, you know how you got your Instagram name and then the real name underneath? It was like,
Yeah.
a dickin' for you was the real name, and underneath it was like, anal go ahead or something like that. I don't. It was crazy.
Okay, I don't like that name.
It
Like
was
that name.
crazy, and I'm like, they hit me with a private message. I was like, nope, decline. I don't want that. I don't want none of that. Boop.
Yeah, they wasn't asking you for no fantasy advice,
at all. And I was like, you know
Nah.
what? Nah, we don't do that around here. We don't do that. Okay, I do got a question from Tiffany Bunny. Tiffany Bunny. Listen, ladies, I do appreciate y'all sending me the messages. Keep sending the messages. I will answer all your questions for you. Tiffany at Tiffany Bunny asks, do I start Matt Stafford or Baker Mayfield?
Ooh, Tiffany, listen, I love the fact that I love when females play fantasy and talk football.
It is nice.
Like to me, that's one of the best things that I have with the relationship with my wife. So I turn on football Sundays and we just chilling. We watching the games and we talking shit.
Mm-hmm.
But to answer your question, and this is not me being biased because I am a Lions fan, I'm going with Matt Stafford against Seattle's defense. Like, see, it's not the Legion of Boom anymore. So I don't let that matchup with Seattle actually scare you whatsoever. Because I would definitely start Matt Stafford against Seattle as opposed to who's Baker Mayfield playing this week?
Baker Mayfield, they're playing against Pittsburgh.
Nah, man. I don't know. That's a divisional game right there. That's still kind of rough. And then you got Matt Stafford. So like even at the end of the day, like he's a good fantasy quarterback, and that's really all that you care about.
He's a decent fantasy quarterback. Here's where I'm worried about Matt Stafford playing against Seattle. Seattle is a team on a turn. They're making a turn. Their defense is still not great, but it's not as horrible as it was. It's kind of like when everyone thought Jacksonville was amazing and the reality was changing. That's kind of what's going on with Seattle. The reality is changing, not by much, but it's changing a little bit where they can hang on. And their offense is starting to pick up, so the defense is more fresh while they're out there. But my thing is, it's not even about Seattle. It's about Matt Stafford himself and what the Lions are doing right now. And this is no jab. They just been up and down, okay? There's 2 times this year Matt Stafford didn't score over 30 points. There's 2 times he scored over 40 points. And there's 2 times he scored in the low 30s. I'm concerned because the Matt Stafford I know would be 40 and plus every game.
So what you got to consider this season is that very first game. I think that first game against the Jets was a fluke. And since then, because that game that game bit me in the butt. But even in my fantasy, he did 14 points, redeemed himself with San Francisco with 31. Seattle's defense is last in the league against the pass.
True. So I would look at that. But if we're comparing it to a Baker Mayfield, let's look at Baker Mayfield since he's been in the game. And if I'm worried about Matt Stafford being up and down on me, one, I'd say this was a down week for him. He didn't score much. In my league, he put up 30 points.
That's because Kerryon Johnson rushed for over 150-some yards.
True. So with that going, it's just what I'm seeing from him is not consistent as I'm used to seeing from a Matt Stafford. So it's telling me he's not slinging it as much as he would. I remember he had one game, second week he had a great week, and I think 2 weeks later he scored a pretty good amount. But since then, it's been non-consistent. What I see with Baker Mayfield is a team developing and a constant rise. That's what I see. A constant excelling every week, doing something a little better, getting a little more confident. Even though this week they was shit until fourth quarter. It's not lost on me. I know that happened. But when the time came, they put something together. He doesn't have the receiving core that Matt Stafford has, which is another thing that concerns me, where he's putting up these points with nobody except for Jarvis Landry. And Jarvis Landry just started getting off, where Matt Stafford has a great receiving core and is still having these up and down games. So I think what it comes down to me, who they playing against. Playing against Pittsburgh. Baker's playing against Pittsburgh. Matt Stafford playing against Seattle. Which one of these teams is historically giving up a lot of points? Just off of this year.
I'm still going with Seattle over Pittsburgh.
Bro, Pittsburgh has been.
Mayfield last week played Tampa Bay, and he dropped only 20 points against Tampa Bay.
True.
Who has the like? I know they're bottom 5. I don't know their exact placement in terms of where they are for worst secondary in the league. Right, they're right there.
Okay, so, but Matt Stafford played Miami. It was a better defense, but he did not outscore Baker this week.
Yeah, yes, he did.
In my league, he put up 30. Baker put up 36.
Okay, all right. I give it to you. I give it to you.
So it's not that it's gonna be a bad thing if you start Mayfield. I understand if you start Stafford, I understand he's a more trusted quarterback. If you want to go with the safest bet, you could go Matt Stafford because he just has the history. He's been in the league longer. He does throw the ball. He has a better receiving core. He's playing against shitty Seattle. So honestly, with all those things stacked up, yeah, I would start. Matt Stafford. But if I'm looking for something that could happen crazy, I'm looking at the Chicago-Miami game where you got a rookie quarterback playing against Miami's good defense. The game just was unexpected, and I'm expecting more games like that coming from Miami. Somebody who has trouble scoring but has a decent enough defense to make it challenging. Those turn into big plays and little things breaking apart where the quarterback has to move the ball. And I'm thinking people are going to perform fairly decent against Miami because it may be a real fight as opposed to playing a different team and either blowing them out or just getting straight shut down. This is going to be a back and forth give when you go against Miami. They're going to give you a little defense, then give up a little bit. So I don't know. If you wanted to take the chance, I would go Baker. If you want to go with the guarantee, going to get you something, just hope he performs, Matt Stafford. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
You just proved my point. Why would somebody want to go with a guarantee?
Because, man, the guarantee is only going to get you so much. The guarantee has a ceiling. The unknown, the Baker Mayfield, the ascending team who could be on the brink of something great going against a team known to allow certain things, the sky is the limit. Baker could put up 50 points next week. We don't know.
Hey, listen. You getting the advice straight here. So if you want to go ahead and take some risk, listen to Forchunit. He's giving you some risk-worthy advice. But if you want some fucking winner advice, Miss Bunny, you better get these carrots, girl. I'm
dropping carrots.
I'm dropping carrots on you, right? So go ahead and listen. I ask Forchunit where he is in his league, and then you ask me where I'm at in mine. I'm at the top of mine. I took one loss this entire season, and take advice of a winner. I start Matt Stafford against Seattle.
Yeah, that's good advice. I'm a risk taker because I'm hoping the payoff is bigger when I take the risk. But the safest bet is right with Lasell. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? No guts, no glory. No guts, no glory. I'm going to win it all or I'm going to lose it all. You know what I mean? I'm leaving it all on the field. Let's put it like that. You want to leave it all on the field? I'm doing that.
All
right. What else?
We got time for one more? We do one more.
Yeah, we got time for one more. Let me see who else we
make it quick.
Somebody else question out here. Who out here asking dumb questions? Ask me, should I start Le'Veon instead of Daniels? What? Is Le'Veon play startup? I ain't even gonna call your name. But if Le'Veon plays, start that guy. All right, who else we got? We got another question. I'm gonna grab, who is this? At Miss Sexy, Gorgeous, Beautiful. Yo.
Okay. We got a lot of female listeners. I like it. I like it, but you know what? I'm gonna let you have that. Look, boo boo. You can have that. You can have that. However much reinforcement you need, you can have that.
Miss Sexy, Gorgeous, Beautiful ask, should I start Austin Hooper or Jared Cook?